Hello and welcome to Danny's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate Review, where I review not the latest and greatest games that are out there, but the games that I enjoy playing on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And today I'm going to take a look at Minecraft Dungeons. This is a game that I really enjoy. There's a lot to it, a lot of fun, and a lot of time, way too much that I've spent playing this. And one of those reasons is a great storyline.
Driven by rage against those who wronged him, he wandered blind to whatever end. Until at long last, the Illager found something that would change him forever. The Orb of Dominance. Who would have the valor, the purity of heart, to stand against the Arch-Illager's reign of terror? Well, not that one.
And as you can see, there's quite a lot of humor in the story there too. And it starts out with this great story about the Illager outcast who finds an orb of power and misuses it. This is not Minecraft as you know it, or may have known it if you'd played Minecraft on PC or Xbox. The Microsoft Store classifies it as an action and adventure game. You can play single player or multiplayer, up to 4 people at once on Xbox, which is quite a lot of fun. And you can also do multiplayer online, cross-play between Xbox and PC. It's quite easy to set up, and it's a lot of fun when you get a couple of players in. Tried it for the first time a few days ago with 4 people, and it was great, absolute mayhem. You have the option here to create some new characters. You've got a couple of different character slots, so you can go and customize your character from the large number of options here. A couple are still locked that I haven't yet unlocked, or are part of some downloadable content. But you get to customize your player to what you'd like it to be. And then it's game on. Well, not quite. First you need to go ahead and choose a mission to play, and choose the difficulty that you like to play that mission to. You can see your power and then the recommended power listed there on the left hand side. And you also get to choose, after you do the first mission to get to your village, which is Squid Coast, which I skipped over, we're doing Creeper Woods and we can start our mission. So as you can see when we get into the level, it's 3/4 view play, and I'm playing on the PC with a keyboard and mouse. And I have the Minecraft sword and a bow, attacking some zombie mobs. Occasionally the mobs will drop some food that you can use to replenish your health. There was a pork chop and I think an apple earlier on. Keyboard and mouse is a little bit clunky, but you can also play with the Xbox controller, which makes it a lot more fun. One of the things you also find is that as we go along, there's often these little side quests in each of the main missions. In this case, I need to free the villager and find the caravan. The map experience is quite good. It gets a little bit confusing sometimes when the levels are a little bit hilly, and there's also a section here talking about the secrets found and chests open to give you an indication of how you're going. You can also pick up TNT along the way and carry it on your head, which is always quite entertaining. You can carry up to 3, and when you throw some TNT, it does quite a lot of mob damage, and when you throw 3 together, it does an awful lot of mob damage, and it's very handy to help you get through the levels. And what would any adventure be without stopping along the way for some supplies? So throughout each of the levels you'll find some supply chests where you can replenish some food, some arrows, and also occasionally some pots of emeralds. Along the way you'll also find other chests as we're coming up to now. These chests contain other things such as artifacts. These artifacts range from different enchantments to things like weapons, armor, or bows. And of course then you can equip those artifacts that you've just picked up. The whole point here is to improve the strength of your player, to improve your chances of survival throughout each level. But be careful when you're in this menu equipping yourself, because you are not immune to attacks from enemies, and they often do attack you when you're in the menus. And what would any Minecraft game be without creepers? And creepers you need to look out for, particularly in a level called Creeper Woods, because creepers are lethal. Ouch. And then when we've finished the level...
These villages are free from the clasp of the Illagers. All thanks to you.
We get some stats about how we went, and then we get a reward. In this case... Tasty bone? Okay. Raid captains are a new feature that I've come across pretty recently and make the levels a little bit harder. Try it out when you get a chance to play. Also around the base you'll find dotted around chests of emeralds to help you get started. And when you get a little bit further, you can use those emeralds to improve your weapons or purchase other weapons. Also in the camp, we've got a practice dummy so you can see how powerful your weapons are. And of course, a home away from home. Complete with little piggies. Hey Rubens. On top of the regular missions that you might do, there's also a daily mission or a couple of daily missions that you can do in each biome. If you look to the top right, you can see there's a number of modifiers on each of the missions. The rewards generally tend to be higher, and the modifiers make this an interesting change to the levels that you might have already completed. Oh, and by the way, Tasty Bone was a dog. Throughout the levels you'll also find these little portals taking you into what look like harmless little side missions, but in a lot of cases they turn out to be traps! Look out! Ouch. At this point in the game I think I was trying to connect my Xbox controller to the game so I could play with my controller on the PC, and that didn't work out so well. I think the cable's a bit broken. Anyway, I did just have enough health there and enough lives to make it through this part of the mission. And once I've done that, I get some rewards for all of my hard work in surviving the ambush or the trap. In this level there's also a bunch of emeralds here for me to collect, so that I can use those at the end of the level. And what we also find here, and the reason why you should go looking for these additional little side missions and look out for portals on each level, is the village merchant. So that village merchant gets added to my home base, and I can now go and purchase items from my village merchant with all of these emeralds that I've been so studiously collecting. You'll also find that there are little pigs often running around, hey come back, with a chest on their back. The whole point here is that you chase the pig around to receive some additional rewards. Thanks piggy. Was that Reuben? And then, as I mentioned before, we're back at our base and we've unlocked the village merchant, so I can go ahead and purchase some items with those emeralds that we've been collecting. 115. What should I buy? One of the great things about this game is this ability to build up your home camp and also build up your own character with all of the additional pieces that you can find in each level, enchant them, and also buy things from the village merchant. It adds such a great fun aspect to this game of constantly trying to power up your character. One that I really enjoy. One of the things that was added a little bit later on in the game, I don't think it was there on release, is Ancient Hunt and Raid Captains. Now Raid Captains, as it says there, beware. While you might get some additional rewards for defeating a raid captain and finishing the level, it does add a couple of difficult modifiers to the level. Now if we go across to other dimensions, we have the option to also do an ancient hunt. So I can take some of the things that I've collected in my travels, in all of my missions, if you will, to offer to the ancients. Now once I've done that, I can go and search those levels for the ancients, and if I defeat the ancient, then I can get a gilded reward that is often a lot better than just a standard weapon that you might find in each of the levels. Overall, I really enjoy the gameplay in Minecraft Dungeons. There's some DLCs that you can buy. It's not too expensive, as you can see, for a couple of different biomes. And these add a lot more fun, a lot more objectives to the mission rather than doing the same things over and over again. But what I find is I go and play my favorite levels over and over again anyway. I really love this game, and I hope you enjoy it too. Thanks for listening.